Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially the 2023 presidential election that is coming up in 2023. There is a particular issue that has been trending for a while. It is the revelation by the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, the embattled Ayu. After his meeting with uh, the board of trustees of the party, he did speak about the face-off that he had been having with governor of Rivers State, that's Governor Wike, who had been insisting that he must resign if there will be peace in the party, or if his camp that boycotted the activities of the presidential candidate of the party were to participate in the campaign of the PDP going forward. And he responded to an allegation that was made earlier by the governor of Rivers State that he allegedly collected 1 billion naira from a presidential candidate. He denied that allegation, but in denying it, he revealed some things which I think should be of interest to Nigerians. He revealed that when he took over the PDP was broke and thus was looking for money. And before I go further into this, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. Yet you say, as a result of this, they were looking for money. And the presidential candidate of the party, that's Atiku, former vice president, suggested that they should go to a bank and borrow 1 billion naira so that they could use it to be running the party. Now, this raised a lot of questions. Is PDP a productive organization that it should go and borrow money to run its affairs? As far as I know, the People's Democratic Party, like an NGO, depends on the finances coming from members and those who voluntarily want to support its activities. Now, this raises a lot of questions. Should a political party go to a bank to borrow money to run its affairs? And if a party is allowed to do that, what are the implications for the country? When a party borrows money to run its affairs and he wins the presidency, so they will have to favor the party to be able to pay off the debts. This is unacceptable. And many of us have heard that politicians used to go to bank to borrow money to contest the election. This is also unacceptable. And that is why the country is the way it is right now. That politicians will go to bank to borrow money to contest the election. Sometimes they use their own properties as collateral to borrow this money. That's why when they get to office, they become desperate to recoup their money and pay their debts. That is why it is always the best as it is done in the United States, that the public funds parties, similar to what the Labour Party is now doing, by encouraging Nigerians to contribute to where their interest lies. You can see why the country is the way it is. Politicians borrow money from banks to contest the election. That's why many of them are desperate. They are ready to kill just to have their way, because they know the implication of banks repossessing their properties and other assets that they use as collateral. That's why it's saddening that an incumbent presidential candidate should have had the mindset to suggest borrowing money from bank to run the affairs of his party. That speaks to the way he will run the country. Okay? It speaks to the way he will run the country. Now, but that also reveals another important message from secret that was revealed by Yeshua. He said that, in order to defend himself, he said that when they didn't see this money and the Atiku suggested that they borrow 1 billion, he said Atiku suggested that they should borrow it from a bank owned by a member of PDP who has now left the party. And from what he said, it was obvious that that member of their party who has left did not agree with that kind of arrangement. Are you getting it? Now there are already insinuations, already in the public, that that member of PDP who owns a bank, according to HR, because he said a member of PDP who owns a bank, he said a prominent member of the PDP who owns a bank, who he was told to approach to get a loan. He said the man has left the bank, has left the party. So now that has created insinuation, and people are saying that there are strong indications that the person they are referring to is Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Because if you look at the PDP as a whole, those who are prominent members of PDP, how many of them owns a bank? How many PDP prominent members owns a bank among those that were in PDP, and one of them left? It is obvious there's a high probability that that PDP member who left, who owns a bank and left the PDP, is likely to be Mr. Peter Obi, because he is the one that has been chairman of Fidelity Bank and other banks. And in that Fidelity Bank, he owns substantial share in that bank. And now, you know why this is important? Now, this speaks to Nigerians about who is much trustworthy to be president of Nigeria in 2023. Peter Obi, by rejecting that offer, shows that he's a man of character. He's a man of integrity. He's a man of his words. He knows that giving PDP that kind of money through a bank that he hasn't trusted will put the larger interest of the shareholders of the bank in jeopardy. Because people who invest in banks and other profit-yielding ventures do so because they were expecting a return on investment that is in line with their own expectation in putting their money there. So for Peter Obi to have the mind, the integrity, the mindset, the composure to reject such an offer, because this is a man who was a former vice presidential candidate of the party. It could have benefited him. Perhaps if he had given that money through his bank, he would have been offered the vice presidential candidate. By now, only God knows what was their intention. But he rejected that offer. He saved unnecessary distress for the bank. He saved the profit of the shareholders of the bank. And so that he is not a selfish man. He didn't have to jeopardize the interest of the bank and the shareholders to protect his own political interest. That is highly commendable. That is highly commendable. It therefore shows that if he is the president of Nigeria, it is that same carefulness that is going to put in the protection of the monies of Nigerians, which have been kept under his care. And you can see the way he has been approaching the presidential issue. He has been talking about it as an employee looking for a job from employer. He sees Nigerians as his employers and himself as an employee who is looking for a job. That is the attitude that Nigeria needs. And that is the attitude we need in this country for anybody who cares to lead. The interest of the public should be paramount. Mr. Peter Obi demonstrated it in that story told by Senator Ayu himself. Of course, he didn't name names, but there are already insinuations in the public domain or social media that Peter Obi is the man they are talking about, the owner of a bank who refused to succumb to the pressure for his bank to loan a political party that is not a productive venture. $1 billion. This deserves commendation. It should boost the confidence of those who think that Obi is the solution to the perennial corruption-ridden Nigerian politics. If we are to make a headway, people like Peter Obi, who puts public interest first before his personal interest, should be allowed closer and indeed be in the center of power in the Aso Rock Villa in 2023 going forward. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And I do plead with you that anytime we come up with these videos and you like what we said here and you appreciate what we are doing here, please do help us to share it widely. Share it on your various social media handles so that the public can see this, and one by one we can be able to change minds of Nigerians to seek for long-term gain of Nigeria and not the short-term gain of individuals. God bless you. Till next time.